Hello and welcome to my channel, the Cat's Eye Tarot 777. Aries, how are you? I'm here to do your love reading. So without further ado, let's get started. This is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, and it is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, not a one-to-one reading. All right, and I will be pulling more than one energy, so be flexible. All of this may resonate. Only bits and pieces may resonate, or none of it may not be your reading. Also, roles may be reversed, but you know who's who. You know who's doing what, okay? I do encourage you to check your placements and pop in on one of those readings as well, if you feel like this wasn't yours. Okay, I'm picking up two very different energies here. Someone is heartbroken. Somebody feels rejected. Somebody is heartbroken and they feel rejected. They wanted a higher commitment with you. Meanwhile, you're in the mode of calling in your blessings. You're in the mode of working towards things and going for life enthusiastically. Okay? And someone is just feeling completely rejected. You've got the Lovers here, so to me that signifies somebody wanted a higher long-term commitment with you, but your mind is not on that. You're on calling in your blessings, working towards your creativity, enthusiasm towards life. That's where you're at. And they are only focused on you. So the funny thing about that is that the Lovers is a card of duality in love. It signifies a beautiful love, a beautiful union. Yes, it can mean that, but it can also be forewarning of these two, right, aren't looking at each other. They're not on the same wavelength, okay? They want to be, they feel that love, and they want to go further, right? But they're not quite there yet, seeing eye to eye yet. There's also the idea of, okay, so there's 1, 2, okay? Beautiful union, could also be on our way to making a commitment, a choice towards a higher commitment, or being faced with the next choice to higher commitment. Or the other sense is, again, the card of duality being that love is a funny energy. It's an interesting energy, because if we do not, and it sounds cliche, if we do not have love within ourselves, for ourselves, if we're not whole within ourselves, then we're not really experiencing love with another. We're just experiencing trying to fill a void with all of these wonderful things we see within them that we want to have with them within ourselves. Okay. It's like more about what they can gain from being in a relationship, not about what they bring to a relationship or wanting to give to one another. Okay, there's that type of underlined warning there, to be sure that we are whole within ourselves, that we're not seeking to just fill a void. Okay. Don't know why I felt like having to explain that, but I could understand too, like, why it might be confusing for others if they see the Lovers here, the Page of Wands, and then the 3 of Swords. Like, what? You know? So maybe that's why I felt the need to explain too. So someone is feeling rejected. They want a higher commitment. And you're very focused on calling in dreams, on working towards goals, on being enthusiastic about life, creativity, and art. What else can I get for you? There may have been some type of experience between the two. One person may have inspired a lot of love, and another, someone was very passionate. Okay. Again, though, somebody else was wanting something more. maybe two different love languages, or maybe you both were speaking a love, like the vibration of love, but it wasn't in the same chord. Yeah. Three of Wands. Seven of Cups. So whatever Aries I'm reading for right now, or whomever I'm reading for right now, Tower. Somebody's bubble was busted. Someone had all these ideas and fantasies and I don't know. Maybe they felt like the sky was the limit, you know? They ran away. They were just off in fantasy land with this idea, this concept of this love affair they could have, or this long relationship, or whatever it was. And so again, somebody else was focused on working towards their goals, manifesting things, what was coming in for them, their passions. And it's interesting to me that also when we're like that, when we're in that mode, and I don't get like it's selfish, it's just that's where this person was to begin with. It's more like when we start to vibrate, we start to change our vibration, right? We start to change our vibration to bring things in. We start working towards things. We stop holding on to those ideas. We stop holding on to just focusing on the fact that we don't have romance in our life, that we don't have this, or we don't have that. Instead, we're like inspired to go out and create and to live and be passionate and to love in all forms, platonically, romantically, without, no bars, no holds, just enjoying moments presently, right? When we're in that vibration, it draws in more. It pulls more to us. And then that's where love can be experienced. That's like they say, one example would be like whenever people break up, right? And girls are, and I see it because I've seen a joke. It's mainly between females. They joke about how when they're out and they're happy and they're single, it's almost like this switch flips. They're happy alone. And all of a sudden, everybody rushes into them and wants to, court them or whatnot. And they're like, what the heck? Like, why? I'm happy right now. I know I'm happy. That's kind of it. It's kind of like because of that vibration, that self-love, people are drawn to that. And somebody here obviously was very drawn to you and wanted that with you, and they're heartbroken because they got lost in a fantasy. Pardon me for that interruption. So as I was saying, somebody was in some type of idea that there was going to be a high commitment, and somebody else isn't really focused on that. They're focused on life, just enjoying life, working towards goals. I wouldn't say that the person or Aries doesn't have any passion or feelings towards this person. They're just not, that's not where they are. And someone's taking that as a huge hurt. Like they're really taking it to heart. Okay. So let me not beat a dead horse. We have the Tower here. Again, someone's bubble was bursted. Somebody's bubble was bursted. Let me see. Can I get anything else on this for Aries? What else can you show me about Aries right now in this situation? What else can you show me? Why? Like, why half the deck? Pardon me. It's like, boom. Oh, yeah, there was an argument about this. There was an argument about this. Or something was said, or somebody came in being aggressive, or someone was aggressive and rushed into a fight. Something. There were words. Words were had. Spoken. Yeah. Okay. That may be of where this was voiced then. And that's why this person is heartbroken. They were in a fantasy world, or they feel like their bubble was busted and everything that they thought was building around this just crumbled. Ooh wee. That's interesting. Aries, you may have attracted, I don't know why I heard stalker. Careful. You may just be out there carefree and living your life and just being who you are, and someone else was like somewhere else, and that's why you had to stand your ground. Someone felt like they had to fight for your love or be competitive with you, and you're like, wait, what are you talking about? What? Interesting. Again, air, these swords, communication, and there's air, there's water here. The devil, jealousy, possessiveness. Okay. There are fits of jealousy and possessiveness. What else? And the Fool. There you are again. Someone was just living carefree. They probably weren't thinking about it. Someone else had a plan. Somebody looked like they were trying to tie someone else down. They got very jealous and possessive. There were words that were had over this because somebody got competitive, and everything that was just, it crumbles away. I don't know why I heard, like, I got stalker vibes off of this, but I also got like, I get the idea that maybe you were unaware this person was super heavy this way with you. Like you were just living your life. You were just doing you. And this person got the wrong idea. Excuse me. Now, that being said, I want to say also that the Fool is a reminder not to be so naive of what is going on around you or in love. It is also like, hey, we may have had something passionate together, but this is a new beginning. So there was nothing to me that seemed committal. And so the person may have been trying to have their way and trap you in that. And so that's why there was an argument. Someone got like jealous and competitive, and you're like, it ain't even that heavy. Like, you need to chill. And so words were said, and it bursted that bubble. Someone is very heartbroken over this, but you are like, I gotta go. I have dreams. I have goals. I'm about my inspirations. I'm about aspirations. I'm about living. And I see that there's a lot out there for me. So basically, I'm out. I'm going out there to get that. And I mean, it's not anyone else. I don't see it's like maybe this person thinks it's about somebody else, but it's not. It's more about like you just want to live freely. That's the kind of energy I get here. And you're not going to be bound by anyone's possessiveness or their jealousy. It was just like maybe even just barely like a beginning of a situation with someone. Interesting. I mean, sorry. It's just, I say, I don't want anyone to misunderstand me. The reason why I say interesting is because of the way the cards come out, okay? It's like, it's always, it's like surprising, always like interesting to me how to watch a story just unfold in front of me. That's why I say that. By no means is anyone's pain or suffering, I don't see it as like a show. It's more like, okay, this is what's happening around you and I see it. And that's like wild. So again, if someone here is watching this, it really, on one end, it wasn't, it's not about somebody else. It's just that, it looks to me like Aries is just carefree and living their life. Like just wanting to be in light energy so they can continue to, be inspired, be happy, nurture the fires within them. On the other end, Aries may not have realized how serious or how strongly this person's affections was towards them. Though this person seems, it seems like this person was not really paying attention either. They were busy building the world they thought would be between the two of you. And that's like, wait, it's kind of like this was a big reality check and it was heartbreaking. Someone may not even have realized that they were being very possessive and controlling. That to me just tells me that this wasn't for you, This wasn't for you. Not everybody's chemistry works. And if that's what it brings out of you, if it brings out the devil energy, if it brings out, Knight of Swords and all of these other things, then again, it's not for you. That's it. Those two just don't mix. It's not about, in my opinion, when things like that happen too, like, it's not about who's bad, who's good, who's at fault. It's more about, hey, this didn't work. What I thought isn't. And so we go our separate ways and move out to find what works for us. Okay? That's what I'm getting here in this Aries love reading. I send healing, lots of healing to whoever is on the other end of the stick. I send lots of love, lots of healing to you, lots of strength on your path. May you, in time, recognize what really is for you and find it, okay? And, may both ends gain awareness over the situation, learn something from it, learn about others and themselves, and grow. That's what I have for you, Aries. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time.